Okay, so I'm delighted to be joined today by Robert Blanken, who's one of the soloists at our forthcoming concert. So perhaps you could begin by just telling us a bit about yourself, how you got into becoming a musician, and sort of like a potted history of your career.
Right, well, first of all, I was born in Rotterdam and then came over to this country when I was 10. And at school, they had someone coming in demonstrating musical instruments. I was initially drawn to the flute, but they didn't have a school flute. But my grandfather had an old clarinet lying around. And in that sense, that's history. I'm still not playing that clarinet, I'm playing another clarinet now. So I had lessons at school, at Mountbatten School, Romsey, and things developed from that. I started joining various local bands, orchestras, and at some point in time, although it's not in our family, I switched on the telly and saw, I think it was the LSO with Andre Previn, and I was amazed by the sound of that orchestra. And it must have been that made me think, right, well, why not? So I did a little bit more practice than I usually did, and so things progressed from that. Winding on quite a long way, I then did various auditions for music colleges, chose to go to the Royal Northern, got the graduate at the Royal Northern, then I also took an ARCM performance diploma, and then the problem started. Trying to get work, and at the same time having to pay for a mortgage at the same as well. So initially I did quite a lot of teaching privately, also for the county music service at the time, but more and more I got involved with being asked to play the clarinet. And it just snowballed from then, and I do all sorts of different kind of work, solo, orchestral, and also with my partner, Karen Kingsley, we do a lot of clarinet and piano recitals, chamber music, and well, I've been doing that now for quite a lot of years.
And is that kind of like locally, or is that kind of on a more regional or national kind of scale?
Well, no, it's further afield as well.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is let's say, well, locally, but also London and various other places. So not nationally, that would be nice, but so yeah, that's where it is. Right, first of all, Colin, who I've known for quite a while, contacted me whenever, and he said, would you be interested in? And I said, yes, definitely, and well, that's how I was asked to do it. It is a work that I have done before, which helps to a certain degree, although one should never assume that just because you've done something before, you don't need to work for it.
Of course.
So yeah, I was happy to do it because it's an interesting combination. I can't think of any other concerto for a double concerto for clarinet and viola.
So tell us a bit about the piece of music then, and kind of the composer and what you like about it.
Well, first of all, Max Bruch, he lived. You got me now. At the end of the 19th into the 20th century. These pieces, this concerto, which is Opus 88, was preceded by 8 pieces for clarinet, viola and piano, Opus 83, which was written in 1909. And they were they had in mind his son, also called Max Bruch, but Max Felix Bruch, who was a professional clarinetist. So you could say that those initial 8 pieces were perhaps, no, that's doing an injustice, but they are separate pieces in their own right. But it could have been a tryout for the bigger work, this double concerto.
And is there anything that the audience perhaps should kind of like look out for that you particularly like about these pieces?
I think it's probably the interplay between the viola and the clarinet. He very deftly manages to give both instruments an equal saying in what's going on. And I also like it because despite the fact that it was written, 1910, it still has got quite a sort of romantic feeling to it. In some cases, it's actually quite mellow, if that's the word. I mean, it was, as I say, it was composed in 1910. And then it got played in 1912 in Wilhelmshaven by the dedicatee, and one of those is, of course, his son.
Exactly.
And why not?
Absolutely.
But the piece was lost for a while, as often with lots of compositions, and it wasn't actually published as such till 1942. Of the combination, it's perhaps not done as often as, let's say, if you have a single instrument playing. But
well, I think it's a very unusual piece, but we're really looking forward to hearing it, and we're looking forward to hearing you play it as well. So, Robert Blanken, thank you very much.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Thank you.